Hey, what's up, y'all? Matt here, Dluxfab.com. Today we're working on this axial Capra low COG servo mount. So more or less, y'all seen on the website before. This kind of goes together like so. We're going to show you step by step though. So you got your servo here. This is a Nitro Pro servo I have laying around. It's had it a couple of trucks. Honest feedback, it's been fine. So, works pretty good. It's a direct power. It's the Corrupt or my Nitro Pro LiDAR. I don't know if I had anything to write home to mama about, but it's taking some abuse. So you note first, this is the bottom. See, these holes are countersunk. We're going to start those first on our servo, otherwise you can't get to them. For lack of a better word, the turny part, the spline part, that faces forward. So, get on there. Remember that the front part, those are countersunk, so you gotta get those on before you mount the thing. We're gonna go ahead and start all four here. Now with these servo mounts, you can use a tall, regular, or you can use a low pro servo. It's up to you. Low pros fit a little nicer, but some folks are against them. Some folks don't like them. You already have tall, regular size standard servos. No sweat, it'll work either way. Servo's dirty, as this thing has been in a running vehicle up until like a couple weeks ago. We started this new, this one goes the other way. Doesn't want to come out. So screws go nuts up on the front, regular on the back, top to bottom. Button heads. Maybe. Am I the only one that struggles with that? I can't be. Am I just pronounced worse because of my fingers? Sausage fingers over here. Need a washer. And a nut. Grab my trusty pliers, we'll tighten these up. There we go. Now that'll face forward like so. We can steer the truck. Now, battery tray. Here's how this goes. This fits on through here. Like that. See how it's kind of at a bit of a kilter? It's angled right there. That's where it wants to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this loose because we're going to come back to it. You'll put your link out here, your link rod end ball, then a spacer. Let me just grab a rod end ball. So this is how your links are going to go on too. This rod end ball, that's your link for discussion purposes. Then a little spacer. And you're going to thread that home. That might be long-winded. Maybe I need to take that in with the driver. Yep, I'm not waiting that long. We're going to take all day to do that. I'm gonna leave that a little bit loose, just for wiggle room. Now the other side is a repeat. I'm gonna use an extra rod and ball, just to illustrate. Your link would be on the outside, then your spacer, and then we're using another hollow ball as a spacer inside of there. See, this is a used housing. If you look close, that's just a little tweaked. There's a difference, guys, between Traxxas rod and balls and axial rod and balls. The distance across is different. And if you put Traxxas ones, or what do you call it? If you put axial ones where Traxxas ones should be, and tighten them down, it'll tweak this. It'll smush it down because they're a hair narrower. Maybe it's the other way around. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. So, being this is an axial axle, that rod and ball reason spacer is going to fit snug. I think it's the Traxxas is narrower than the axial. They're both listed on the website if you guys want to look that up or whatever. Let's get this in there and get that started. All right, now, it's pretty simple. Next part, we're going to bolt this to the axle. 2 little stumpy short screws. Come on. Flat washer. That one. Sorry for blocking the video with my hands there. Trying to be better about that. Now, one more screw goes here. Now, if you guys want to turn these over and use these, like flip them around the other direction, so you put the servo here and that there, you can countersunk these holes, the other side of this plate, and to flip this around if you need to. Now, Bob's your auntie. So that's where your 4-links go. Battery tray. You put a rubber band on there. Whatever kind of tie down suits your fancy. If you look here, these little holes at the bottom. These little holes are for retaining your wires. So, like for example, these servo wires, of course, they're stuck in there because why wouldn't they be? You could run these up and zip tie them like so. Keep them away from the drive line. You get the idea. Pretty straightforward stuff, guys. So there you go. There's your assembly on the Capra low center of gravity behind the axle steering mount. Oh, another thing, I'm thinking about it. Do I have any handy? People are always asking what batteries fits these. What batteries? What batteries? Hold on, I'm going to get a couple that I know work, and I'm going to show you what works and what doesn't. Hold on. All right, I went and dug some batteries out. These are some of the batteries that I've been running over the last few years. This is a GeForce 500 3-cell. I believe you get these at, these a Value Hobby. It's got a little bit of extra Velcro on the back, so it'll be a little snug. But as you can see, snug as a bug in a rug. And both wires are on the same side coming out, which is real nice for this. So there's a 503 cell. It fits good. This is a 450 from Race Day Quads. Now, it does have the wire coming out to kind of the opposite two ends. See, I have it jammed through here. I think this one will EM in there with a little bit of doing. Yep. That one's a little puffy because it's used. It's snug, but it fits, right? Ooh, it's in there. And then, personal favorite right now, this is a Race Day Quads 380 4-cell lithium high voltage. These are also available on Race Day Quads. So, just tuck your wires, point them up best you can. And I'm not gonna jam it all the way home. You guys get the idea though. If I trim this little bit of heat shrink off, there it is. The mug fits right in there, nice and snug. So those 3 battery choices for that work well. So yeah, this is a KOIX housing I got for cheap at a swap meet off a friend of mine. So these are going to go on a whole other project you guys are going to see here in the next couple of days. So, all right, Capra low-power servo mount. That's how you build it. That's how it goes on. That's how you do it, guys. Thanks. See ya.